Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 31 of Baldur's Gate 3, and I just want to pause to say a huge thank you to the folks in chat who bore with as I discovered that I had managed to exit the previous episode without saving a large chunk of progress. Don't know what I was thinking there, but now we've recreated everything exactly as it was, except we've moved down to the first floor of Frago's Flophouse, and let's just take a quick look into our journal to cover some of the things that we'll be doing next. We definitely want to disable the Steel Watch, sure, getting the Netherstone, but next up is going to be doing that murder investigation. Father Lorgan's name appears in the list of targets that we found in the secret ball hideout area up in the attic of this building, tying his murder into a test for cultists to access the Temple of Baal. We should show investigator Valeria. The other thing that I found here is we found the list of people marked for death. If we kill 2 targets from the list and bring a severed hand as proof, we can stand before the murder tribunal and enter the Temple of Baal. This seems like a super cool thing to do on a future playthrough if you were a little bit more neutral, chaotic neutral, or maybe just a full-on bad guy. But no, we're not going to go around and murder people just for fun in order to get closer to our goal. Rather, let's go talk to that flying elephant who, based on the map, will be right across the way.
All I want is a clean, warm room. Is that too much to ask for?
I hope you have better luck than us finding a room. Pickings are slim.
Why does Bronze Crossing have so few lodgings?
Wait, do we have a name? Sharessa's Caress. I was about to check for a sign out here.
From decadent drow to whip-cracking librarians, we cater to all tastes. See Mansell and Myra for a full list of company.
I don't think I would have come to Amira as being the pronunciation. I probably would have said Amira.
Damn, Hoots. That new batch burns stronger than a pit fiend's fist.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Take it however you want. But I'll be having my usual from now on. Oh. It's Raphael's favorite misadventurer. You've put me out of pocket, you know. Raphael bet me 5 soul coins you'd reach the city in one piece. He rented a room upstairs in the hope that you'd drop by.
And you are?
I forget we've never met. I've had my eyes and ears on you so long we feel like old friends. Carilla is my name. I'm Raphael's assistant, shall we say. Take your time. Have a drink. Sample the goods. Go see him when you're feeling refreshed.
I have so many more questions.
Go see Raphael. Then I might let you buy me a drink.
At the moment, Carilla seems to be very much on board the Raphael train. However, if she's betting against him in games of supposition and chance, it's possible that she's not actually a big fan and is rather pressed into his service. So we're going to listen to whatever Carilla has to say.
Nice. A weary traveler, battered and bruised. You come for sustenance, no, decadence. A mien cool as ice, yet eyes burning hot. Oh yes, I know your bliss. A sturdy dwarf, a leather whip, she gives, you receive. Or have I misjudged you?
Lady, I've slept on leaves for the last 4 years. If you've got a water temperature in here hotter than waterfall, that is all the decadence that my character would want. Also, you're way off.
Am I? Your eyes tell a story, sweetie. You crave more than pleasure, you crave penance. It's Fionn you seek, our stern librarian. She isn't here today, alas. Your penance must wait. Well, We've other ways to fill your void. A drink for one, a pair of drow for another. Choose your sin.
Now, we heard about the pair of drow. Arthur had a letter to this person talking about how he had disappointed or frustrated or otherwise embarrassed himself in front of the drow twins. I hate to break it to you. In the flophouse lies a freshly killed corpse. A lady dwarf. Could that be Fionn?
Murdered! Ye gods, the poor thing! Oh, by the mother of cats, I pray she didn't suffer. I'll miss that face. Else, the regulars will miss her more. They swarmed her like honeybees at the hive. Oh. Losing Fionn slashed a big hole in my coin purse. I should get to replacing her.
I'm all for lining my coin purse, but even I'd say that's moving on a bit quick.
Sweeting, this is Baldur's Gate. I've seen more murders than a butcher's right eye. There'll be time for tears. Cruel as it is, I must turn my mind to business, or, more precisely, the lack of it.
I'll tell you what, I wasn't going to do this, but the more that I think about it, if she's so business-oriented, yeah. Ahem.
I have little coin, but I offer sin in abundance. Talk with the Drow twins in the tap room. They're legends among the regulars, almost myths. Tell them they will gift from the Mamselle, and let them show you why. Anything else on your mind, sweetie?
Not really. The thing is, Alyssa's here with her boyfriend. I feel like they haven't even properly consummated their own relationship, much less decided they're going to step out on one another.
Now, that there's a face I'd remember if I'd seen it. Welcome to Sharess's Caress. What can Hoots do for you, stranger? You got a taste for ale, I reckon? Or maybe... Ah, forget it. My new brew could drop you in the wink of a spectator's eye.
The name is Hoots Hooligan. I say we cut right to it. Look, we both know how this works. Rumors, jobs, anything, I want the details.
Oh, you're one of those types. Rude as you are sneaky. My business is slinging tankards, not hoarding secrets. I'd like to keep it that way. But you poke some folk hard enough, they're bound to squeal. And Mamselle Elmira there looks about ready to burst.
What's the story here?
Sharess Caress, the Mamselle's brainchild. Wet your tongue, soak your skin, scratch your itch. Get the attention you want and avoid the attention you don't.
The new brew sounds potent. Remember that my character drank a horrible flesh zombie under the table to the point where it exploded. So I feel like she's got a pretty steady liver.
Don't know about that, chum. Hoots Hooch packs a stronger wallop than all 10 of my knuckles. Could beef you up, sharpen your tongue, or knock you out cold. No telling till the first drop hits your gullet.
Okay, time out, because I'll bet you we could... Let's go to Jaheira. I want to do two things. We're going to cast... Resistance is what I bet is going to be helpful here. But then we might as well do guidance as well. I'll take my chances.
Damn! The gal knows what she wants. First one's on the house. So, don't come bawling to me if your big toes fall off or your tongue coils in a knot.
We don't actually drink it. Okay. What else do you have?
Have a look.
Also, why did everybody disapprove of that? Wait, why did they disapprove? Because I wanted a drink? I figured we'd give it a shot?
All set, are you?
looking parched, sweetheart. Another tankard?
Else, darling. Another sip and I'm like to spill over. Like other hankering for spicier flavours. How about you give me a taste?
I don't know, they both seem to be in on it. Watch silently.
What'd you say, doll? Have a sit on my lap. Let's see what pops up.
Darling, how you set me a quiver. You are a beast among men. No, a dragon, setting my phoenix nest aflame. I shall slake your thirst, dragon. You will part your lips and drink of my essence.
Oh, I will drink your essence.
Hoots, order up! Another tankard for the fist.
Yeah, she does not seem to need intervention. She's got full control over that situation. Oh, did he pass out? No. Oh, hello. I was about to say there's nobody here that we can talk to, but let's have a chat with Borgus and Earspoon.
The two men bark softly to each other. A single name reaches your ears. 9 fingers.
Listen in. We've already got our guidance, we've got our wisdom, and we've got our perception proficiency. That's about as good as it's gonna get.
You rats with the guild now. Heard 9 fingers met a match.
The new kingpin? All meat and muscle, that one. And wild as a werebear. If he's looking to oust 9 fingers, my blade's got his back.
Sounds messy as the 9th hell. Must be why she called us to help.
Is that right? The way I heard it, you Zent cut a deal with the new... Hold on. You there! Getting up in our affairs?
Looking to join the guild, how about you point me the way? Sounds like an interesting business, I'd like to take part. You're airing private matters in a brothel. Well, I mean, yeah, but people also chat at the bus stop. It doesn't give you leave to just listen into whatever they're talking about. The thing is, I do have a single point in Rogue. Boy, we have a much better shot at this. I'm trying to pass more incognito than anything else, so even though I'm not super interested in joining the guild, I just feel like, in terms of establishing our cover... Ooh, 18. Well, we've got the best that we've got. Ooh. Thank God for that advantage.
Look, this subject's not safe. You selling your services, beat feet to the Guildhall. Lower City, Basilisk Gate, Guildhall. That's all you're getting from me. Now scram! The chat's officially closed.
Okay, let's not push it. So we go downstairs. This appears to be a back room. Oh, there's the Drow twins. I don't mind talking with them. I just don't think that Alyssa's going to want to participate. And then we can go upstairs. Let's go upstairs first. Oh, here's the investigator.
Another case closed, another bottle open. Huzzah to Valeria! Hang on a tick. I recognize that face. You were talking to Yanis after I left the temple. I'll bet she's put you up to something.
Jasmine to find Lorgan's real killer, seeing as how you can't be bothered. I think that is unnecessarily abrasive at this point in the conversation. I have found new evidence, investigator.
why must you busybodies insist on interrupting a perfectly good night? I know that look. You remind me of Devella. Fine. If you doubt my conclusions, out with it. What have you found?
Hold on, let's have a quick chat. Who's Devella?
My assistant. She's posted in the lower city investigating Duke Stelmane's murder. Now, back to it. What have you found?
Gods. Stelmane is really gone then.
I mean, we've got a bunch of these things. How do we want to open? I found the murder weapon you missed in a tunnel under the temple.
That's quite the discovery. Doesn't tell me everything, though. Why was Lorgan killed?
No. No. I assume for the same reason as all the other people on the target list, to gain Baal's favor.
Really? You as well? Devella's been harping on about Baal for months. Fancies herself something of an expert. I assumed it was just a bunch of conspiracy codswallop and fear-mongering. But she's been unusually insistent about this one, even for her. Fine. I'll bite. What's your theory?
I do have proof, and I think we're going to focus on that. What further investigation? I feel like all these options are here, with the most specific ones being depending on what you found, but I'm asking ahead for my own thought. Until I undertake further investigation. We found documentation basically outlining the evil plot in detail. I feel like we have all of the investigation that we need. This document contains information connecting the murders to the Baalist resurgence.
No need to wave documents at me. I'm already drowning in paperwork as it is. Constable Devella is going to be a real pain in the trunk about this. Since you seem to be on an obnoxiously similar wavelength, why don't you... Oh,
fuck!
And you'll need this pass. It'll give you access to the lower city. Well, what are you waiting for? You've a bloody conspiracy to solve. Move!
Sorry, hold on, I need to look at the dialogue. Here we go. Yes, since you seem to be on an obnoxiously similar wavelength, why don't you seek her out? She'll be at the Elf Song Tavern. Show her the list, and I'll stay and inform the Fist here. Does he mean like the super drunk one? Because I don't think he's gonna remember. He's gonna have to write it on his hand. And now we can go to the lower city, and then we've got a bloody conspiracy to solve. It's possible this guy's just a jackass and that he is going to take it seriously, but he's not capable of admitting when he's made a mistake. Otherwise, I have to say that his reputation does precede him, and he's just kind of insufferable. We'll probably just breeze right through that in a second. It's not marked as red. I am going to save it here real quick. Oh, right. No, lockpick is what we want. I mean, really, with a DC 10, are they even trying to keep us out? Oh, well, there's all sorts of cool stuff in here, starting with that room key.
To try.
Hey guys, what's happening in here?
Tell me, am I beautiful?
More than beautiful. You are the aurora stretched across the north skies. You are the golden dunes swept across the Calim. You are the fruit of the forbidden palm. Soft on my skin, sweet on my tongue. You are my sin and salvation.
Your parasite stirs, and you gaze at the nymph through the flaming fist's hungry eyes. Your muscles shiver with her longing. Your skin burns with her heat.
What's wrong, Jara?
What are you? Wait, I know you.
I honestly don't know which one of them is not safe. I also feel like it's too late to walk out. You aren't safe, get out of here now.
I don't understand. What's...
Your face. The Absolute has shown me.
Jara, what's going on? Who's this woman?
Your head screams in agony. Change has come. Pustules boiling beneath your skin, your bones twisting, your flesh rupturing. And suddenly, silence.
What's happening?
Level 10. Hold on, please be brain-starved. No such luck. Okay. These guys are very dangerous. The last one that we met was extremely magic-resistant. For some reason, that doesn't seem to be the case here. We can surely assume it's going to do mental attacks against us. We could down some potions of psychic resistance, but I feel like that's going to take time that we could use instead to kill it. Jaheira does not have very many hit points. I think, why don't we add some more woodland beings to the mix? We don't have enough of these yet. Why is that happening? I didn't think she was going to run all the way up, though. Wait, who am I? No, Jaheira. So Jaheira just moved all of her... used all of her movement going to the most dangerous possible place. I thought that we could summon at a range. Timeout. Astarion. Also, our Dryad friend is here. Boy, we really summoned her to the worst possible place. Alter the terrain around you, allowing nearby allies in the area to travel with ease. You and your allies aren't affected by difficult terrain, can't be restrained or paralyzed, and gain resistance to poison damage. I would have gone with psychic damage if possible. Vine surface, slowing down creatures and possibly entangling them. Summon a woodwode bound to your tree to fight alongside you. Sure, let's just keep summoning more dudes. Maybe the woodwode can also summon somebody. Just keep adding more. Is that our everything? Sure, let's... Why not? I feel like that's the Dryad's turn. Astarion, can you get in here? Let's do cunning action dash. It's one of these options. Jump, throw, help. Cunning action hide. Misty step. I keep going to Misty step and I apologize. There it is. So that's his bonus action. He's only going to get one attack, but it allows him to get in here. 15, they rolled a 27. Sneak attack, please. And since I've taken to recently forgetting to do this, let's do a hunter's mark.
Hells. I'd heard tales of mind flayers. Talons sharp as daggers and tentacles yet more fearsome. But no tale did justice to its ethereal beauty. It floats like a butterfly. Its blood shimmers like silver.
I feel like I don't like any of these options. They're all awfully judgmental, and this person did absolutely nothing wrong. She came away from that encounter being like, oh man, that thing was really gorgeous. I feel like my answer would be like, well, to each of their own. Do you want this? Pointing to the illithid corpse. Do you still want that for anything? Or do you mind if I just rifle through its flesh pockets real quick? I guess I'm gonna go with, that thing could have killed you and you're musing on its beauty.
How could I help it? I don't regret its death. But I marvel that such a work of art could ever live.
Her gaze intensifies. Your breath quickens and your heart skips a beat. The woman's senses are heightened and her fire stoked. The mind flayer is no mere curiosity, but an object of desire.
I don't care if that's what she's into. That's her thing. Big tentacle face, rock on. I'm glad you're safe. Like, this is what I'm looking for. Like, I have no judgment to give for this woman for her proclivities. What the hell difference does it make to me?
As am I. My thanks are as bountiful as your courage. Take these. May you have some comfort in bitter times. Be well. Be beautiful.
Just a pack of condoms. No, we saved... They said this, and I don't remember how it's pronounced. Of Sharess's caress when her client turned into a mind flayer, and we got a superior elixir of arcane cultivation. This is an elixir that lasts until long rest and just gives you an additional level 3 spell slot. I need to start using my elixirs, guys. I have a lot of them that last for an entire day, and I just never make use of them.
One moment, forever emblazoned on my memories. I won't soon forget it.
I have a question for chat. This is the second green elf that we've seen. Is this an elf or is this something else? Yeah, I feel like a good rule of thumb in life, and my character apparently agrees, or at least I'm choosing that she does, is live and let live. Is the very moment that this woman says, I love mind flayers so much that I want to go around and aggressively infect other people with mind flayer parasites, and then we're all going to be one big tentacle face family, that's when I get involved, because they didn't sign up for this, and I don't think that they should be forcibly inserting thumb-sized parasites into people's eyes. But if she and a mind flayer want to have a sexy time reunion in their own private grotto, what the hell difference does that make to me? Go for it. Caroluna thinks that might be a wood elf. I thought they had a greenish tint. Caroluna, that is entirely possible. Oh, you know what? Hold on. We could probably just examine her. She's probably not unaccustomed to getting elevator eyes, given her vocation. Yeah, Caroluna, look at that. You're exactly right. Wood elf. Wait, do we get to interrupt? Oh, this is Fion's place. Let's read Fion's journal. He's getting worse. The whispers, the night terrors, the blood. I know he's hiding something, and others in the flophouse know it too. I've seen how they look at him, how they look at me. They're scared of him, and I can't blame them. I am too. So this is written by Fion. She's the person that we found underneath the bed, And when we interrogated the corpse, we know that she is talking about her son. What we don't know is, I consider it at least possible that her son had been replaced by a doppelganger, because we know the doppelganger is also running around and murdering people. The Devil's Den. Oh, look, it's going to be Raphael.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
You must hear me, Devil. I will do whatever it takes. Give you anything you ask.
There is only one thing in this world that I desire. You do not have it, and you never will.
You must help me, Raphael. For the sake of my people.
Hush now, Voss. These guests may not know it yet, but they want the same thing that you do. And unlike you, they have something of value to offer in return.
Whatever you discuss with this devil, I must hear of it. Find me below in the tap room, once you're loosed from his claws.
I'm glad you came. Not to my door, not yet, but to the final reckoning. One more thing before we begin, though.
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
I don't think that he cured me. I don't know that I feel empty, but we were just informed it's unsettling, so I feel empty. What did you do?
I gave you back your privacy by shutting that illithid in your pocket out of your mind. It can't hear us.
Oh, the Emperor. This is true, but why would I say it to him? Then speak freely. Tell me why you brought me here.
I brought you here because I'm true to my word. And I can make all of this tadpole business go away. Which means you and your lovely friends can remain blessedly free of tentacles. Let us speak plain. I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far. But no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best, it will kill you and everyone else in this city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though.
We should assume that he knows everything. Still, I don't want to volunteer any unnecessary information. The Astral Prism and Orpheus are one and the same. The Emperor is also inside the Astral Prism. The only thing that he's directly alluded to is the Emperor. We don't know for a fact that he knows about these other things. He knows that an Illithid has been listening in. If we name him Emperor, I probably would have just said the Illithid, but here we go, the Emperor.
No, no, no. It has only helped to push you toward your own destruction. It wants you to be an Illithid, the very thing you have sought to avoid. It is the Illithid's prisoner that can save you, the Gith. I can give you the means to break him free.
I actually do want Orpheus to go free. We tried to do it before. Orpheus's guards tried to kill me, he's dangerous. Because that's the other thing that we learn. If we let him free, he would kill anything that's even slightly Illithid touched, including everybody in the party. Orpheus's guards tried to kill me, he's dangerous.
To Illithids, yes. He would gladly execute the Emperor. But to you, he will be a friend. After all, you're at war with an Elder Brain.
I feel like we were explicitly told that if we did that, he was going to kill us, though. But I want to free him. That was the whole conversation that we had when we were inside the Astral Prism. However, why don't we ask? All the evidence that I've seen suggests that Orpheus is my enemy and the Emperor my ally. When we were down there, the narrator said that we could feel this, like, palpable physical hatred roiling off of Orpheus, and that if he was free, he would kill every last person. Like, I guess that's my question. Would he kill Jaheira? Would he kill Halsin? They don't have any parasites. I don't know what his rules are. But the Emperor is my ally, question mark?
If I'd realized you were so gullible, I'd have tricked you into selling your soul for a pocketful of beans when we first met. To the Emperor, you are nothing more than a beast of burden, one that will transport it to the Elder Brain. An ox requires food, and the occasional beating to keep it moving. You are simpler. The Emperor's words serve as both carrot and stick.
Perhaps it is true that Orpheus would ally with you against the Elder Brain. But if he proves uncooperative once free, you may have to kill him.
So here's one of the many reasons that I want to free Orpheus. I don't know if he's conscious, but he is alive. And apparently he's been alive for a very, very long time and trapped in that prison. Imagine if he is conscious, unable to move, unable to act, just being used to fuel this psionic shield against the influence of the Illithid, and having his powers siphoned away forever while all of those monks were doing their best to free him. I'd rather kill him than leave him in that position. I feel like that would be an act of mercy, and if we don't have to kill him, so much the better. Also, don't forget, he is the actual proper heir to the Githyanki Empire. It's not Vlaakith, it's supposed to be him. I really regret that Lae'zel is not here for this conversation. It's worth taking the risk. How do I free Orpheus?
The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus is held securely in my House of Hope, even now.
Very convenient that you have exactly what I need.
Isn't it just? And it's even more convenient that you can give me exactly what I want in return.
Now we're at it. What are you hoping to get out of all of this?
Power. You free Orpheus, and in doing so save the city, the Sword Coast, perhaps the whole world, and your own precious skin too. And you give me the crown that dominates the Elder Brain.
I don't know if the crown does anything without access to the stones. I just don't happen to remember the Netherese crown. We're probably going to ask him why he wants it. Let's ask him what exactly it is. I feel like there's no amount of information that he gives up that we can trust entirely, but it would be interesting to see if we identify any discrepancies between what he says and what we know.
Power. Ancient and full of wonder. I have craved it ever since the arch-wizard Karsus created it, long centuries ago, and brought doom to the Empire of Netheril. That was the great age of humanity. And Netheril's flying sky cities were the apex of civilization. I was there the day it all fell apart. Entire cities plummeted from the sky like angels with broken wings. The screams, oh, the screams. Hundreds of thousands of people watching in horror as the ground came up to meet them. It was not a happy meeting, and Carsus was responsible. Not driven by malice, but by ambition. He forged a crown imbued with all the powers of magic. A crown that would make any who wore it a god. Men cannot contain so much power. The crown destroyed its creator, and his empire fell with him. Carsus's folly, the bards and scholars call it. I call it hope. The hope of creating a better world, and the perils of unchecked hubris. I knew then that the folly of mortals could be the triumph of devils, and that I could use that crown to unite the Nine under one Archdevil Supreme. Me.
He's being incredibly open about this whole plan. What makes you think you'd succeed in using the crown where Carsus couldn't? The answer there is he's not a mortal. Sorry, he is not a mortal. He said that the crown destroyed the mortal that created it, but he considers himself to be a lot more powerful than this. Why don't you take the crown then and there? That's a reasonable question.
The archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one of his vaults. He's not more than a frigid archivist. So much power and potential kept inert. He made a miracle into a museum piece. I raged. But only for a decade or so. Then I waited, ever watching for more than 1,000 years. For a mistake, a mishap, a misadventure. And these chosen, who have caused you so much trouble accidentally, did me a favor. They brought the crown back into play.
How did they come to have the crown?
Through the aid of a diabolist, somebody capable of opening a portal to the hells. Deep in the hells. They must have raided Mephistopheles' vault. Impressive, I must admit. But they'll be dead soon. If you don't kill them, the Elder Brain will. It doesn't have feelings in the way you'd understand them. But it seems rather angry. It is inevitable. When you destroy the brain, and you will because you must, the crown will be yours for the taking. And when that moment comes, you give the crown to me. In exchange, I give you the hammer now.
A simple transaction, it seems, but it's more than that. He's offering you an alternative to the mind flayer in your head. Take Raphael's deal and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you would have no need to rely on the Emperor. But there's no guarantee that Orpheus would be on your side. And if you take the deal, you'll have to fulfill it. You'll have to deliver the crown of Carsus to the devil himself. He claims his ambition is to unite the hells, but can he be trusted to stop there? Do you trust him more than you trust the Emperor?
I swear to God, I don't know. I absolutely don't know. I'd rather destroy the crown than risk it into falling into the wrong hands again. How do I know that Raphael's not going to take the crown, get destroyed with it, or spend 100,000 years uniting the forces of death, hell or whatever, and instead we get to let Orpheus free? Man, they've really got me over the barrel on this one. I feel like working with this guy is absolutely positively the wrong thing to do, and yet he is offering my character a deal that she can't refuse. There's also the thing of just like, what's the more interesting choice? And I honestly feel that this character has enough reasons to want to agree to this, that the fact that I also perceive it to be more interesting than just continuing on with the path that we've been on. I think we're gonna do it. I think we're gonna do it. I agree to the deal. Where do I sign?
Right here. You'll find everything is in order. The moment I have your signature, you will have the means to free Orpheus. The hammer. You guarantee the crown will be mine once the brain is defeated, and I swear that I will never use the crown to dominate a mortal.
What happens if I don't give you the crown when the time comes?
I will come to collect. If you refuse to give me the crown, I collect your souls instead. And then we all gather in the House of Hope. Me dressed in my finest silks, you skinless, hanging from a hook to watch as your world dies.
See, I would really, really want to talk with the guy downstairs. I don't remember his name right now. I think we do it.
Perfect. One more rhyme, for old time's sake. The master was slain within his own house. They dined on him both, the cat and the mouse. The hammer is yours. You will find yourself in Orpheus's presence before the end comes. When you do, shatter the chains that hold him. Be sure to keep the hammer safe until then. Your survival depends on it. And I'll keep your contract safe in my House of Hope. I'll be seeing you, and when I do, we dine.
The ink has barely dried, yet you feel a growing disquiet at what exactly you just signed. Perhaps a diabolist can offer some comfort, or a way out. For a devil's bargain is a hard one to break.
So I assume that do we think that he's available for further conversation?
Destiny waits in the wings. Find the brain, destroy it, and seize that crown.
Okay, well, we're gonna take all his soap then.
There you are.
Oh.
I thought I'd lost you. Something was blocking me from hearing your thoughts.
It was Raphael.
Raphael? Well, thank you for your honesty. Of course, I should have known the devil would come sniffing. The stench of impending chaos is irresistible to them. And what did he want with you?
Here's the thing. There's no point in lying. A, doesn't make me feel good, but also B, it's surely going to come up in conversation. This guy can read our thoughts and hear everything that we hear all the time anyway. So I can't think of any possible reason to not be very direct. He wants the crown that's on the brain.
Giving a devil what he wants sounds like a brilliant idea. And what did he offer you in return for bringing it to him?
We're not doing deception. The means to free Orpheus.
Tell me, you turned him down.
It was a good deal. I accepted.
I was absent for one moment. If there is one thing you can be certain of, it's that the devil will come to collect. But that is your problem. I will not let you put our survival at risk. I have Orpheus well under control. Stay away from him. Now come. We have an elder brain to destroy.
The thing that feels bad about it is, well, first of all, that we're working with Raphael. I want to be clear here. I love the character, but I absolutely don't trust him. And, like, I don't like him. Like, I hope that makes sense. Like, for as a person playing the game, I absolutely love Raphael. I love his delivery. I love everything about him. And I love this offer that he's made because it was legitimately really good. It was everything that I was talking about that I wanted the other day. Actually, multiple months ago at this point, when I felt like we had the opportunity to release Orpheus, and then it turned out that I didn't. But what feels bad about it, we're absolutely going to just take all of his silver. What feels bad about this whole thing is the Emperor has never lied. He appeared in a different guise because he correctly knew that we weren't going to respond very well to his appearance as an Illithid, given everything else that we'd just been through. But aside from that, what has he ever lied about? Yeah, there's nothing there worth reading. As far as I can tell, he has been upfront with my character at every point. And if I'm wrong about that, I just haven't picked up on all the deception. So now we're moving away from somebody that we have otherwise had a very positive working relationship with, to go with somebody who we absolutely positively know that we cannot trust. And I don't know that makes a lot of sense. But the thing is, one thing that the Emperor is doing is holding Orpheus in those chains. And I don't like that, and I feel like my character hates it. That's very much part of being a ranger, that she values her freedom, her self-direction. One of the things that she finds the most horrifying about having this Illithid parasite and being turning into a mind flayer is the total lack of agency, the ability to live her own life and do her own thing. That's why she became a ranger. She didn't want to live in the city and go to balls and parties and work as a cobbler or a baker and get married and whatever else. She wanted to go out and have adventures and do her own thing and not be answerable to other people. The Illithid was going to take that away. Raphael has promised freedom from that, and as a side effect, also freeing somebody else who is bound by these chains of oppression. And I feel like my character would react very negatively to that, and did earlier in the playthrough. To not go through with it now, I just feel like I'm being true to the character. And that's it. We'll proceed now. This is a scrapbook collecting supplications, notes, and letters from mortals to Raphael, begging for boons, help, and assistance. Margin notes call out the devil's favorites, as in this example. She says she wants her siblings out of the way so she can take full control of the family business, only so their late mother will be properly honored by its efficiency and profitability. How utterly disingenuous. One has to admire it. There's no profit for me in taking her gnarly little soul. Helping her would be sheer indulgence. But if I'm not indulging myself, why bother with any of this? Can we take his scrapbook? Why not? Wait, what are these? White Pawn. You are to find a high-profile unsolved crime and confess to it, turning yourself into portier after arranging at Baldur's mouth for coverage. You know which reporter to use. Your position in the FF barracks should make it easy to identify a crime that, when resolved, will add greatly to Porter's renown. That will cancel your debt. Don't worry about the why. It's a pawn's place to be sacrificed so other pieces can win the game. R is, I'm sure, Raphael. White Bishop, prepare yourself for a major speech in your temple extolling Flame Porter for her success protecting the city and fighting crime. She is clearly a favorite of both mortals and immortals, and you can hint that fate and destiny may conspire to place her in command of Baldur's Gate. Your sermon will be printed in full in Baldur's mouth, so remember that you are speaking not just to Helm's devotees, but also to every citizen of the Gate. Orate, elevate, and inspire. That will cancel your debt, and I don't doubt you will end up as a key player in the new regime. Ready yourself. White Knight, your task is finally at hand. As commander of the Sea Tower, you are close to all the sub-commanders of the Flaming Fist. Sound them out as to their willingness to support the possibility of Flame Porter's promotion to Marshal, and perhaps even beyond. Encourage those who are lukewarm to be prepared to rank themselves behind Porter when events elevate her in power and prominence. However, for those who would oppose her, don't push them. Just make a note of their names and positions, and they will be dealt with by other means. That will cancel your debt, and doubtless line you up for greater responsibilities as well. Prepare yourself. I'm gonna grab these, just in case we come across Flame Porter. But if nothing else, we are walking out of here with the certainty that Flame Porter cannot be trusted. Oh, and we haven't been... No, this is the back room where we wanted to do.
Paid Raphael a visit. I want to hear all about it.
I really want to talk with that dude. Does anybody remember his name? Is it Voss?
Not that type of service down here, love. I've got a husband. And you ain't my type.
Got any food going spare?
I suppose, if you're willing to pay for it.
Yeah, he has no money, and I actually don't need any more camp supplies. Although I am noticing for the very first time that apparently you can use the salami as a weapon.
Now get out from under my feet, would you?
I think it is Voss. And did we or did we not hear that he was going to be downstairs after the conversation was over?
Enjoy the fiddling. Throw a few coins our way and let us play on into the night.
I would.
You can stare as much as you like.
The silver goblet, the silver stuff is legitimately worth some cash.
A new face. Looking for another chapter of dirty lore for your biography?
You have but to ask, and we can grant you a moment of pleasure. Don't be shy.
What kind of services do you provide? Let's hear the pitch.
What do you think, silly? Love, of course. Hot and vulgar with me, or sweet and sincere with my sister. Trust me, you don't want to miss my signature Mesobaranzan love trick.
And is that your partner with you? What a gorgeous couple. Perhaps we could come to an agreement.
If Will is on board, then we'll go for it. I feel like he wouldn't be. Okay, he literally just said that they were brother and sister. Yeah, no, what kind of agreement? Let's see if Will's into it.
We want both of you, silly, at the same time.
No. I want romance, not debauchery.
It was a bad idea, I'm sorry.
It's all right. I promise. But I hope when the sun sets and the stars rise, your dreams always lead to me.
Yeah, I feel like that's fair. If Will was like, "No, what are you doing? Come on, let's hit it." Then we'd be all about it, but okay. It's a waypoint. All right, let's talk with Carilla.
A toast to Raphael's latest client, the savior of the city.
I hope you're right about saving the city.
The boss is always right. even though he's so very wrong.
You're very enthusiastic. You really like working for Raphael?
More than anything. My old dwarfen master used to beat me and feed me scraps. Raphael treats me right and feeds me well. Better to feast in the hells than go begging in the heavens.
What exactly is your job?
When I'm not keeping my eye on potential clients like you, I make sure the House of Hope is fully secure.
Surely Raphael can defend his own home.
When he's there, yes. But he's a busy man. Contracts and interests in many places and on many planes. This current crisis has him so busy, he's barely been home since he met you.
Security must be pretty tight.
As a noose. Doesn't stop people from testing it, though. Devils often have prettier hordes than dragons. Sneaking thieves into their vaults is a lucrative business. Doesn't usually end well for the thieves. But sometimes the thieves are rich, smart, or well-connected enough to come back in one piece. Take our esteemed Lord Gortash, for example.
She's enjoying your company, and the liquor has loosened her tongue, but she's anxious about the direction the conversation's taking.
Seems like the direction she's taking it in, though. Have you ever been tempted to earn some extra coins selling infernal secrets, or Gortash must have had help from someone with infernal connections? Any idea who? That second one is a much more important topic. 15, we're going to add our bonus. This one's important, so if I have any inspiration, we're going to burn it. No, we have none.
Same kind of people who'd ask about it. Folks with the death wish. Conversation's over. I've got to sober up and get back to work.
Yeah, no, we, all of the inspiration is gone and used on other stuff. Oh, there he is. Kithrak Voss.
Tell me you took the devil's deal. Tell me you will free Gith's heir.
Show him the hammer. Well, no, show him the hammer. Like, not only did we, but hey, check this out.
So quick to share it with him. This is not wise.
The Prince of the Comet is not dead. The Prince of the Comet will come again. The Prince of the Comet will liberate us from the Lich Queen's tyranny. Can it be? Will the mighty Prince Orpheus soon illuminate the astral plane? Among the Githyanki, one gift is esteemed above all others. The Silver Sword. Take it. Wield it in honor of Gith, the great liberator, and her unforgotten son. Istik, now that you have the hammer, you must find a way to enter the astral prism. Once inside, smash Orpheus's bonds. His cry will shake the plains, and I will fly to your aid. The Prince of the Comet will sear the heavens again. Let the Lich Queen tremble.
Think again. I will not permit your entry.
Okay, can we have a quick chat about the logistics here? Because Prince Orpheus might try to kill me, and I really need you to vouch for me, Voss. Our goal is to kill the Elder Brain together. Is there any way I can convince you? This is addressed to the Emperor.
No, there is not.
Questions, Istik? You seem to be lost in thought.
Yeah, no, this is exactly it. Orpheus sensed a tadpole before and his guard attacked. Won't he attack if we free him?
The Prince of the Comet aches for Githyanki liberation more than he abhors Geich. He might seethe when you free him. He might gnash his teeth and slander your name. But he will see reason. I promise you.
Oh, bro, if I crumpled every time somebody slandered my name. Getting into the astral prism will be complicated.
Yes, but you will meet this challenge, as you've met so many others.
See, the other thing is that on the list of people who have never lied to me, neither is this guy. And we went over it in a previous episode. This dude has never been anything but straight as 6 o'clock with us. And that includes when he didn't use his big red dragon to flay us alive. This includes when he knelt down and held out his sword, and we could have killed him before he had a chance to react. But he trusted that we would be honorable enough to parlay with him, and he came to us with this deal. I mean, that's the other thing. It's not just that Orpheus is personally suffering, it's that the Githyanki are laboring under the leadership of the tyrannical leadership of a Death Queen. It just seems like there's a better future for these guys. And I don't know. I feel like these are all reasons why I did what I did here with Raphael. We showed Voss the Orphic Hammer, and he gave us a powerful silver sword, the highest grade of weapon in the Githyanki custom. He left us to prepare for the revolution that will follow Orpheus' deliverance, and we got Silver Sword of the Astral Plane. 8 to 26 damage. Githborn Psionic Weapon. When wielded by a Githyanki, this weapon deals an additional 1 to 6 psychic damage. A Githyanki holding this weapon has advantage on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws, resistance to psychic damage, and cannot be charmed. I think I know who this is going to go to. Literally multiple hours of story just between these two buildings. Let's take a quick second to check our journal. He's going to be the Archduke. We've got one of the 3 Netherstones. Investigator Valeria is now convinced Father Lorgan's murder is linked to a wider plot and has asked us to bring the news to her constable, Gauntlet de Vela. That is a cool job title, Gauntlet de Vela, in the Lower City's Elf Song Tavern. We've signed an infernal contract with Raphael, and he's given us the Orphic Hammer, and in exchange we've agreed to give him the Crown of Karsus. Oh, you guys, it's actually a quest. We signed Raphael's deal, but are having second thoughts about giving the ultra-powerful Crown of Karsus to a devil. Raphael is smart, but perhaps he can be outsmarted. If we could get into the House of Hope and destroy our contract, that would void the deal. Ooh. And here's the thing. My character is good, but as I've repeatedly described her, she's chaotic good. She feels absolutely no need to go ahead on a handshake deal if she feels that it's for a greater evil. She would absolutely try to void this deal.
Why are some people so strange about Sharess's caress? It's just sex.
Lady, I don't know.
Oh, we're not queuing for Sharess's caress. Not yet, anyway. Head on in.
Like, that's the thing about Sharess's caress. If you don't like it, don't go there. My character didn't want to do it, and she didn't. They seem like perfectly pleasant people. Let them live their lives.
People are just walking into Sharess's caress like it was any old business. No disrespect to you, of course, if you're a patron.
Mate, it's your birthday. You look like someone whose soul needs feeding. Care to buy some art?
Maybe he knows about the artist. No, but... No, he doesn't have any money. He does have dyes.
Do come again.
That or we could go to the Gauntlet.
If you're here to shop, just buy what's needed, all right? Some people are panic buying. Let's not add to the problem.
Why is everyone acting so normal? The Absolute armies are coming. We need to stock up.
Not Gauntlet. I was thinking of the Guild. We got that quest to go to the Guild.
Seems like a lot. Fruit, vegetables. What can I do you for?
Okay, lots of camp supplies if we needed them.
If you're hungry, you know where to find me.
I'm not doing anything. I mean, good day to you.
All right.
I sense some hesitation. Speak. If you are in need of some pleasurable assistance, might I direct you to Sharess's Caress? I only deal with referrals.
This is safe to take. You're absolutely sure?
Danthelon's is up those stairs, and he's hung blooms beside the door, so the Harpers are waiting too.
Up those stairs. So probably right here? Oh, hold on.
I'd love to chat, but I've got a suit to find. Who knew buying something so simple would take the bones of a day?
You have got to check out Danthelon's dancing acts. Their leatherwork is amazing.
A hero is nothing without the right equipment. See Danthelon's dancing axe for all your adventuring needs.
Well, no shopping for us.
Welcome to Danthelon's dancing axe. Our stock isn't used. It's tried and tested by the finest adventurers. Don't draw any trouble on old Enthal. He acts like he's up for it, but he's retired for a reason.
Greetings, sir. Your noble bearing brings a little class to my humble...
You can turn off the charm, Enthal. She's with me.
Blueberries. Thought I had a sale. You look tired, Harper.
I missed you too. They're already here?
Down below. Here's the key.
If you walk in someplace looking like that and they say you look tired, they are being breathlessly polite. We're looking for a safe house. This doesn't look like one. Pleased to meet you. Yeah, let's just be nice. Pleased to meet you.
You seem a nice sort, so I'll assume the insult was accidental.
Enthal's no Harper, and claims no love for those who are. But he's been known to shelter us when we need it.
Enthal has been known to charge rent. Harpers have been known to ignore him. Now go on. The short father may send me an actual paying customer today.
Okay, grumpy shopkeep I like. I would like to look at your stock.
To buy? You're already my favorite.
It's a weird thing, but let's actually see if we can find something to buy. Just, yeah, like all of his arrows, for example. Or a new bow. Let's see what we've got. Okay.
A pleasure. Jaheira needs more friends like you.
Commerce complete.
You break it, you... Well, knowing Enthal, it was already broken.
Jaheira seems to know... Oh, is it this back room?
You are not Jaheira.
I feel like we should just point over our shoulder. I didn't mean to come down without her. You're very observant?
I was hoping to greet the High Harper beneath Salona's tears.
You have the lad a little nervous. You're the one toppled Ketherick out in the Shadowlands, no?
I hate the fact that Jaheira's not here. Can we bring her? It's probably too late. Hold on. I went too fast is the trouble. She didn't have a chance to come down the ladder. It's not going to matter now, but... Ketheric was only the beginning. You have information on the other Chosen?
Can't say I know much of Gortash, but Orin is hunting you. And when I deliver your corpse, she'll let me keep your skin.
Okay, but you guys, hold on. The only... Jaheira wasn't here, though. Oh, man. Hold on. Wait, what's this autosave? No, this is way back there? Oh. Hold on a second. Hold on. During this Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough, I have taken a lot of, like, bad rolls and bad decisions, and one thing that I'm not willing to accept is that because my character went down the ladder and encountered the Harpers without Jaheira present, so she wasn't there to vouch for us, and then all of this happened, if the same thing happens with Jaheira present, then I will... then I'll just feel bad about it. But right at this moment, the fact that there's dedicated dialogue saying, oh, you're not Jaheira, and then it gets super violent and we wind up apparently having to kill a whole bunch of more Harpers, I really don't want to do that, and it feels like maybe it's just because I went down the ladder a little bit too quick. So we're going to call the episode here. I'm going to get right back up to that point where we are about to go into the basement, and then we're going to take it from there. And I'm really sorry because I wanted to do the next story point, but thank you guys so much for joining me for episode 31 of Baldur's Gate 3. We'll see you again in the next one as soon as possible, and until then, I hope you have a great night.